Okay, guys. I cornered Michael again. Oh, this is Midlife Wanderings, and as promised, we're gonna tell you how we met. Back then, there was no social media, no dating apps, and even if we did, I don't think I'm gonna go in that.
I know I would have.
I mean, what, 35, 36
35
years?
long years ago.
Here we are again. Yes, we just celebrated our 35th anniversary. And I know back then it was like pen pal. That's how some of my friends met their husbands.
Not us.
But even that, I wasn't really interested. And I mean, I don't know. It wasn't just me. So, okay,
What?
Daddy.
What?
You tell them how
It's
we met.
complicated.
No, it's not.
I was aboard the USS Oendorf, stationed out of Japan, and I was OS2 Smith, and then we had another guy come on board as OS2 Smith, Randy Smith, whose parents were missionaries to the Philippines. Randy had married a Filipina, and that's Juvie. And Juvie's parents lived outside of Subic Bay in Old Forest Street, New Cabalan. And we pulled into the Philippines, and Randy said, let's go see his in-laws and Juvie. And Randy was trying to get me hooked up with his sister-in-law, Jeanette.
Juvie's, yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette. And so we went up there, and Floor was renting a hut from Juvie's,
tiny hut.
from Juvie's parents. We get up there, and Juvie wanted to go back into town and get pizza, I think. And then there's a lot of yelling. A lot of yelling. I don't know what was going on. And you're going to have to tell them why you doing all the yelling.
Well, Juvie wanted me to meet Michael. And so I picked out, and there was this tall guy there were two guys, Juvie's husband and Michael. And I started, oh no, I'm not gonna get out. I will not come out of the house. And Juvie started yelling at me like, come on, Floor, let's just go. And like, no, I'm not going. Come on, Floor. It went on and on and on. And so finally I gave in. And so
We went to Shakey's in Olongapo.
we went downtown Olongapo.
She went walk with me. That's okay. I didn't know her. And then
I don't want to be with an American.
we didn't talk. I don't think we talked.
No,
No, we didn't talk.
no, we didn't talk.
You went home. And
We
then
didn't talk at all.
a day or two later, I went back up there, and Flora was the youth leader at Grace Baptist Church. And I walked into the church, and somebody asked, are you here for Jeanette? And I said, no, I'm here for her. And everybody was shocked.
I was shocked myself because I wasn't,
And here we are, 35 years later.
Oh yes, that's our love story. The reason really why I did not want to be hooked up with an American is I didn't want to. First of all, I really didn't want to. I'm happy where I was. I worked as a court reporter for Judge Alicia Santos in Olongapo, and I was busy at work and at church, being a youth leader. 2 reason was, I was working at a church, and I was busy at work and at church, being a youth leader. And number 2 reason was, I was an American at all, especially because I'm trying to exude, you know how it is in the Philippines. It's like, especially in Olongapo, where
the Navy base was.
And close to the gate was
McSai Avenue.
Saisai Avenue, which is notorious for bars and what else? Yeah.
Let your mind roam.
Beer garden.
Yeah, what? Beer garden.
They call it beer garden back then, where you get drunk and have girls. And so I do not want people to have that image of me as, if I am with an American, then people would think that, I work in a bar or something like that. So I was really avoiding that. And I do not want my young people to think
they thought I was Michael W. Smith.
I didn't want my young people to think, I am trying to be a role model for them. And for me, it was not good to be seen with an American. That was just my thinking. And the funny thing is, the youth that I was leading,
Thought it was a good idea.
they were all over Michael. Back in the 80s, like 1986, 1987, Michael W. Smith was, the hit.
Christian singer.
He is the famous Christian gospel singer, Christian contemporary singer. And one of his hit was Friends. I don't know if you're familiar with the song Friends, but when they learned that his name is Michael Smith, they immediately thought that he was Michael W. Smith, the Christian singer. And so they were like all over him, like, are you Michael Smith, the singer? So yeah, that's how we started. That's how we met. We went to Pizza Hut.
Shakey's.
We went to Shakey's. I don't know. Like Michael said, I don't think we talked.
We didn't talk.
We didn't talk. But he tagged along with us one day.
Yeah, that's right. To prison outreach.
I started a prison outreach in Olongapo, and he tagged along one time on Saturday. We go there every Saturday, have Bible study with the inmates, and Michael tagged along, and then we went to a bake shop where they serve ice cream and
Corn ice cream. Sweet corn ice cream.
everybody wanted a
Sweet corn ice
cream.
I wanted chocolate.
Michael was like,
Where's the chocolate?
I was looking at his face and he was like, what's a corn ice cream?
Sweet corn ice cream.
But anyway, that's what we had. And did you like it?
It's alright. Needed chocolate.
He was hoping for chocolate, but he was outnumbered. So anyway, yeah, so, and then he started coming back.
Followed her to Manila.
When People Power broke out and Cory Aquino got elected into the presidency, she created more branches for the RTC. RTC is Regional Trial Court. It's equivalent to the district court here in America. And of course she appointed, people that are supporters. And as a court reporter in Makati, told me about an opening for because there was a new branch opening, and the judge coming from Cagayan de Oro wanted a Visayan speaking stenographer or court reporter, and so I applied, and of course I got the job. And so I moved from Olongapo to Makati, and Michael followed me.
Followed her.
I thought that was the end of it. He went to Australia, and then he sent a letter. He addressed it to RTC branch in Olongapo, and my friend there, one of the court reporters there, forwarded a letter to me to Makati, and so I got it, and then that's how it started. He started calling, and Judge Velis, bless his heart, my boss, when Michael calls from Japan, he would call me and say, "Your boyfriend is calling you. You can use my chamber," which is the judge's chamber, "to give us privacy." And that was nice of him to do that. So anyway.
Probably didn't talk much on the phone either.
We don't talk a lot.
We don't talk a lot.
Even now, we still don't talk a lot.
Nothing to say.
Yeah, we just... When he was courting, he'd come up to the hut, and
we wouldn't talk.
We just sat there and
watched the geckos.
We hold hands. We don't talk, and then we watch the gecko. There's like little house lizards in the Philippines, so we just watch them. We won't talk, and that was a strange courtship. But here we are.
35 long years later.
35 years later.
Long years.
So anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you found it interesting and funny.
At least amusing.
Amusing. Okay, guys, we're gonna finish this.
I'm driving. I'm in traffic.
So we got married October 10, 1987. That was a long time ago.
35 long years ago.
And his parents came. They flew to the Philippines for our wedding. Where did you get married?
Makati.
We got married in Makati, International Baptist Church, Salcedo Village, Makati. And then we have the reception at Kowloon House, which I doubt if it's still around. That was 35 years ago. Makati has changed so much. The last time I was there was in August, when we came back from our trip to Leyte. And I don't even know the place anymore. There's so much high-rise. And anyway, it has changed a lot. So I don't know where Kowloon House is now, or if it even exists. I'm pretty sure International Baptist Church in Salcedo Village is still there, but again, everything is new in Makati, so I don't know where it is now. So the small wedding that was planned, supposed to be small.
Yeah, 300 sponsors.
We had like 250,
300 people,
300 guests. And because I worked for the court system in the Philippines. Most of our sponsors were, okay, there was one judge, which was my boss, Judge Velas, and then 2 DAs, several lawyers. So anyway, when it came for them to sign the marriage certificate or contract, it took a while for them to finish. And yeah, so anyway, that was our wedding.
Well, you gotta talk about the reception and the doves.
Oh, okay. So you want to talk about that? Anyway, so you know, in the Philippines, you have to have like 2 doves at the reception. They are in this cage that's like decorated like a bell, and then you pull it, and then 2 doves would fly
right into a cake.
Fly out. Well, one of the doves flew right into the cake, the wedding cake. And
he kind of bubbles.
but that's a Filipino tradition. And then we have like the veil. Well, at the wedding, we have the veil, we have the cord, we have the coin pouch or whatever. Candles, lighting of the candles, of course, that's kind of normal. And then at the reception, we have like, those doves.
The doves.
And
3 white people.
Out of the 300 guests, there was 3 white people. His parents and him. Imagine if mom and dad did not.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me any.
Did not go. He would be the only one. So anyway, and after that we had our honeymoon suite at the
MacArthur Hotel.
Manila Hotel.
Where MacArthur hung out.
Is it MacArthur?
It was MacArthur Hotel.
Yeah, during World War II, they converted it into like their strategy meeting area.
Yeah. Headquarters.
There you
go.
So it's a historic hotel in Manila. So, and then Michael went back to Japan after that.
No. Went from Japan to Manila to get married, and from Manila to Wallops Island, Virginia.
Oh, you went straight to Virginia?
Went straight to Virginia.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
Nope.
Okay,
went
so
straight to
right
Wallops.
after our honeymoon, he flew to
Wallops Island, Virginia.
straight to there. You didn't even go to Kansas.
I don't think so.
Okay. And it was October.
You flew in November.
I flew in November,
In a snowstorm.
and it was it was funny because, of course, I didn't know anything about snowstorm, and our plane was delayed, and so mom and dad, his parents who were gonna pick us up, didn't know what's happening until they talked to, I guess, one of the people in the counter, and so my flight was delayed from Denver. And so here I was, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have, US money, and so I used Filipino coins to drop in the phone so I can call them. But then every time I drop, the 25 cents is
Not like a
pretty
peso.
much like peso, or the 10 cents is the same as 10 cents. So I tried to drop those coins, Filipino coins, in the phone booth, and every time I get this message, I'm sorry, your currency is not
U.S. tender, probably.
Something about the currency that cannot recognize or something like that. And I was like, you cannot be smarter than I am. So I tried it again, but like 3 tries, nothing happened. Anyway, that's all. The messages I get was the currency I'm using is not right or something. And so anyway, I finally gave up and sat on a bench. And then several, I don't know, maybe half hour, 1 hour after, here comes Mom and Dad. They were walking around the claim baggage area looking for me. And so anyway, we got home like late. And yeah, it was my first time I saw snow the next morning.
And I called her, and all I could get out of her was cold and snow.
So that's our story.
Well, not quite. But for now, it's done.
It's done for now, but yeah, we have a lot of stories. And we thank you for watching. Bye.